Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So, we're checking out the Aston Martin 177 today. We're going to do a stage 5 and a stage 6 tune and shift pattern video, and then we're going to do a review on the car and all kinds of good stuff like that. Find out if it's good for live racing, talk about what it's good for, what it's not good for. So, let's go ahead and check out the Max stage 6 tune. Alright, so I'm going to do some of this video on my personal account, and I'm also going to use Nitro for CSR2 account. He lets me use that so I can show you maxed out cars and stuff that I don't have on my channel. Link to his channel in this video's description. Alright, so you've got your nitrous all the way over to the right. You got your final drive down around 2.10. Tire pressure 8 psi. Alright, so if you have all of the stage 6 and all of the fusion parts, that's how you tune the car once it's 100% maxed out. So let's go do some test runs and find out how to drive this guy on stage 6. Alright, so it looks like the best way to drive this is let go of the gas just a little bit after number 1. Shortly after it launches, you're going to hit your nitrous, guys. Nitrous on first gear, you don't see that too often. Alright, I actually was doing it on second, but I looked it up. Other people were hitting on first, and that made it just a little bit faster. And then you're just going to go ahead and do all perfect shifts, right? So, let go of the gas just a little bit after number 1. Right after it launches, give it a split second, hit your nitrous, and all perfect shifts after that. That should run the best time. Alright, so we're going to let go of the gas a little bit after number 1, and 3, 2, 1, go. Nitrous, second, third, fourth, fifth. And if you notice, I was getting all good shifts, okay? I was only getting good shifts. I didn't hit perfect. So, we're probably going to run a little bit slower. There we got an 8.173 with a dyno time of an 8.883. So this thing is a dyno destroying beast, guys. Alright, so let's go check out the tune and shift pattern for this car on stage 5. So what I did is I tuned the tires until we hit the highest Evo points possible. I did the same for the transmission, but it was actually right in the center, so I knew something was off. So this is one of those cars that's a little bit weird to tune, okay? So we're going to go over this in just a second, and then we're going to do the nitrous all the way up. So what I did is I pulled this over, did a couple test runs, pulled this over, did a couple test runs, pulled it over, a couple test runs. Finally, right around here, it tops out at the you don't go into the last gear, if that makes any sense, all right? But 2.21 on stage 5 is where I have mine. That gives me a dyno of a 10.628. All right, so let's go ahead and do a test run on stage 5, and we're going to drive it the exact same way. Nothing changes, guys. Nothing changes. 3, 2, 1, go. Nitrous. Second, third, fourth. And you'll notice we're not going to go into the last gear, right? It runs out. We don't even have to shift into 5th. That's really nice and convenient. And what did we just run, right? What did we just run, guys? There's a 9.636 with the dyno of a 10.628. So that's basically beating dyno by almost a full second. Just a little less, but almost a full second. Dyno destroying monster, guys. Alright, so now we're going to do a review on this thing. I did set up a low performance points, high Evo tune on this car to where, if my calculations are right, this thing is going to beat live racing. It might be an awesome live racer with the setup. I'm not really sure. We're going to go test this out on my account after we do the review. But first off, let's talk about this car, what it's going to be good for, what it's not going to be good for, and all that stuff. Alright, so this car is capable of hitting about 328 miles per hour when you max it out. 0 to 60 in about 0.7 something, 0 to 100 in about 1.3 something. So the car has got good acceleration, good top speed. It's a nice car, right? It's a nice car. It runs a decent time. I know 8.1's not the fastest car in the world, but speed isn't everything, okay? This is just going to be an all-around really nice car. In a minute, we're going to test it out for live racing. Now, on the Stage 5 or the Stage 6 normal tune, it's destroying dyno by crazy amounts, like ridiculous amounts, which is great for live racing, except for the fact that when you're winning live races while beating your dyno time, every couple races this car is going to get pushed into a faster lobby and a faster lobby and a faster lobby until it pushes you so many times you won't be able to win races anymore. And that's where the low performance point high evo tunes come in. Normally you can win live races without beating your dyno time on those low performance points high evo tunes. So we're going to go over to my account in just a minute and we're going to test that out and see if this car is winning live races on this tune that I just came up with. All right, so if so, this is going to be a live racing beast. And hey, really cool car, actually. Really cool car. It's definitely worth it. It's going to beat Tempest 1, Tempest 2, Tempest 3. As long as you get enough parts in it, this car will beat all of the boss races. All right, it does have 5 golden stars. It's a tier 5 car. Actually, I like it. It's a very nice car overall. I wasn't expecting to like this car this much, but how it does on the live racing in just a minute is really going to be able to tell us whether or not this car is just kind of so-so, or if it's going to be excellent. So let's go try these live races, guys. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to leave the transmission on stage 5 since that part is tunable. We can't tune the engine. So we're going to go ahead and set that to stage 3. Turbo you can't tune, so we're going to put stage 3. Intake you can't tune, stage 3. Nitrous you can tune, we'll leave that at stage 5. Body's not tunable, stage 3. We're going to leave the transmission and the tires because both of those parts can be tuned. So, alright, we got everything on stage 3 except for the tunable parts, and those are staying on stage 5. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to go to tune the car. And now we're going to try and get over 1,000 Evo points on this car. So bottom line, let's see what we can do here. Alright, so that's going back up. 860. Let's go play with the tires a little bit. So all we want to do is get this over 1,000. Alright, bam, bam, 1,188. You know, that's cool. That's good. We'll go ahead and leave it right there. So right now we got a lower performance points, higher Evo tune. So the goal is to set it down to like stage 3, stage 2, whatever, and get the Evo up over 1,000. And then this should become a live racing monster. So let's go test this thing out on live races with this crazy low performance point, high Evo tune. All right, so let's go ahead and take on this NSXR. You guys know this is a pretty hard car to beat in live racing. These are actually one of the better live racing cars in the game, right? So let's go ahead and run this guy and see what happens. All right, can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Yeah, we won, sweet. So I've actually done quite a few live races with this car so far, and it's been a little bit hit and miss. It's winning some, it's losing some, it's winning some, it's losing some, but when you do win, okay, it's getting over 1,300 respect points, 13,000 game cash, and the car is doing pretty good, guys. The car is doing pretty good. All right. Not bad. Not the best live racer I've ever seen. Usually these low performance point high Evo cars do way better than this, but it's doing okay on the live, okay? It's just doing okay. It'll win some, it'll lose some. Now, if you put it on the regular tune and you go into live racing, it's going to destroy everybody, but you're going to be constantly having to reset the car over and over and over again. All right, it will get pushed. You don't want to beat dyno by that much in live race because the car will get pushed, and then you're going to have to reset it. So that's why we try and find these low performance points, high Evo tune deals where the car wins live races without beating the dyno time because they pretty much never get pushed. So this car is going to be pretty good at everything. It's going to be an okay live racer. All right. It'll be an excellent live racer if you don't mind having to reset the car on a normal tune. A nice but not excellent live racer on the low performance points high Evo. At least that's what my testing is finding out. So we've ran a full tank of gas almost on live, and it's been pretty hit and miss. We won probably about 50% of the live races we did so far. So it's win some, lose some, win some, lose some. It's a decent live car, right, guys? Alright, so to wrap up this review, this car is going to be good at pretty much everything, but only decent at live racing, okay? It will blow people away on live racing if you have it tuned normally on the dyno beating tune, but like I said, you're going to have to constantly reset that car. But anything that requires you to beat dyno, like the daily races, supply cups, any of that stuff, this car is going to dominate. It will beat all of the bosses in the game if you get enough parts in it. It's an all-around great little car. It may not be the fastest car in the game running, you know, it's running like 8-second somethings. It's not running 7s and 6s and crazy things like some of these cars, but all around, I would say this is a very nice little car. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps this one up. Again, thank you to Nitro for CSR for letting me use your account. Again, link to his channel in this video's description. All right, you guys have a great day, and we will catch you later. See ya.